Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Anthony and I am all about creating a plan to help you take control of your money and live life on your own terms. That's really what this channel is all about. I posted 14 or 15 videos already, but I really haven't introduced myself and who I am. So in this video, I'm going to take the time to do that, let you know who I am and what my personal financial goals are. I lived in Cleveland all of my life through 18 years of age, and then I moved to Lynchburg, Virginia, where I went to school at Liberty University. I studied there for actually only 2 years, during which I got a degree in global studies and business. And now I live in Orlando, Florida because I met my beautiful wife and moved down here for her. And I work as a manager at a store down here that we're going to remain nameless. But that's enough about my life. Let's talk about what's really important on this channel, my finances. Growing up, I really didn't have a great foundation financially. Both my parents were in the business world, and I remember my dad specifically trying to teach me some basics of finance, but I just kind of wasn't having it, wasn't interested, and I really didn't care that much. And so growing up, I didn't really have great basics. I would kind of get money and then spend money. Whatever money I had in my bank account, I looked at as disposable, and I really didn't save much over my high school years. During my time in college, I actually was just spending money as I got it, not really thinking too much about it. And that's when I met my wife, actually. And once I met my wife, I started really getting serious because I wanted to be able to be a good provider because I knew that I wanted to marry her. We had talked about getting married. We got engaged over this time, and we really sat down and did a budget together because we were long distance to see how much we could travel to see one another and what we would be able to do to move me down to Orlando and eventually get married and set all those budgets. Looking at those budgets, I realized, oh shoot, I don't have any money. I thought I was going to be able to see her every other week or so, but it actually turned out that it was going to have to be 4 to 6 weeks before I saw her next because I really just had to get a job and make some money. So I started delivering pizza at Papa John's, which is actually the perfect job for me as a college student because I was able to run more pizzas than everybody, really do well and try to be ambitious at that job, but I ended up making about $14.50 per hour after taxes, which is actually a really good salary to have while you're in school. It's probably about $32,000 a year if you work 40-hour work weeks over that amount of time. So I ended up making a decent bit of money, about $3,000 that I saved before I moved down to Orlando, and then once I moved down, I spent 2.5 months looking for a job. Luckily, I was able to live with my fiance at the time's parents and not have to worry about rent, but I still had to pay other bills, my phone bills, getting food obviously, and I ended up down to about $1,500 before I actually ended up getting a job. So I know the struggle of feeling like you don't really have much money and running out of time because it took me almost 3 months to get that job. Once I got that job, it ended up not paying me a ton. It was $12 an hour, part-time, but I finally found something to do, and during that time I actually was interviewing for this new job that I'm in now in a manager role. I got a management trainee position with them, and they offered me $43,000 a year, which is about $18,000 more than the other job was. So that $18,000 more was actually really significant to us because I was about to take on about $20,000 worth of debt getting married to my wife because she had a car note as well as about $11,000 in credit card debt. So we got married and ended up just trying to plow through that debt and really had some amazing numbers. I made $43,000 a year and she was making $30,000 a year gross. So together we made $73K. And during this period of time from when we got married last September to now having it be almost 1 year from when we got married, we actually paid off all of the debt, $11,000 worth of credit card debt, as well as about $11,000 for a car by selling the car and actually covering a $2,000 loss on the car. And we've saved $9,100 for our emergency fund because I track my expenses and budget, so I understand that 3 months of my expenses is $8,800. And so we're able to cover 3 months of our expenses really comfortably, not have to worry about that in the event someone loses our jobs or we have a major emergency. So over that period of time, we had a more than $30,000 swing in our finances on less than $75,000 worth of income. And so that being said, you can do this too. That's what I really want to do with this channel, is to create a community of young people who never really were taught how to handle money, to create a plan to take control of their money and then to live life on their own terms, learning how to make money for themselves, not just being reliant on a job or having to be reliant on a parent, anything like that, but making your own money, saving your own money and investing your own money in ways that are going to yield you returns over the long run so that you can really live life on your own terms and not be beholden to anybody else. So if you want to come along for that journey, definitely subscribe to my channel. Like I said, I already have about 14 or 15 videos made up that talk about a myriad of different challenges and struggles and keys and tips that I have for you to handle your money really well. So if you guys want to be a part of our generation to really take control of our money, show the people who think that we can't handle money well that we're really the bosses that we are, definitely stay with me and let's do this together. If you guys want to check out one of my other videos where I talk about really how to take control of your money well, check it out right here. It's about how to handle your money like a business and why that's really important.